Hello students, in this lesson we are going to learn how to play when the center is closed. Specifically, how to attack on the king side when the center is closed. Let's see. In this position, we are white and white can play pawn to d4. And now as you can see, this center is blocked. So you cannot play in the center anymore. And if you look at the pawn structure, this pawn chain is pointing toward the king side. We have more space there, so it will be easier for us to play on the king side. Generally, if you look at the pawn chain, if we should play in the direction of the pawn chain. So if the pawn chain is pointing toward the king side, it will be easier for you to play on the king side. Black plays queen b6. Black wants to push pawn to b4 and he wants to try to attack the base of our pawn chain. So first we play rook b1 and we stop that. Black plays a6 and now we can start our attack on the king side. We start with pawn to h3. Black plays bishop f5 and now we play pawn to g4. We are attacking the bishop, so black plays bishop cross c2, queen cross c2, and in the next move we are going to play pawn to f5 and then we can also play pawn to f6. So the f pawn is very dangerous. That's why black plays pawn to f5 and stops our f5. And now white plays king h2. His idea is to put the rook on g1, then play g cross f5 and open the g file. Black plays knight c6. Black wants to put this knight on e6 from d8 to e6 and try to put pressure on the f4 pawn. We play rook g1, knight d8, we play g cross f5, rook cross f5, and if you want to continue your attack, then you must find a way to push f5. That's why white played knight h4. Idea is that let's say the rook goes back, then we can play pawn to f5 and break with pawn to f5. Black plays rook h5 and now white has a stunning sacrifice. White plays knight cross g6. This piece sacrifice destroys the pawn cover of the opponent's king. H cross g6, rook cross g6. We are also attacking the queen, so the queen goes back, queen b8. And now look, this bishop is defending the king, so we remove this defender also. We play rook cross g7, king cross g7, and now this king is completely weak. Yes, we are a piece down, we are the whole rook down, but it does not matter. The king on g7 is very weak. We can easily shift our pieces from the queen side to the king side. Right now these two pieces are on the queen side, but we play rook g1 check, king f8, and queen to g6. Look how easy was it for us to shift the pieces from the queen side to the king side. We are attacking the rook and black does not have a good way. If he plays rook to h4, we are going to play queen f6 check and take the rook. If he plays rook h8, then also we can just go queen g7 and take this rook. This rook will join the attack. We have two connected passed pawns, so white is completely winning here. Let's see this kind of kingside attack in one more game. In this position, we are black and as you can see, the center is blocked. So when the center is blocked, you should play in the direction of the pawn chain. For black, the pawn chain is pointing toward the king side. So we should play in that area because we have more space in that area. When we have more space, it will be easier for us to shift our pieces, to move our pieces. And white has more space toward the queen side, so he should try to play in that area. We play rook to f6. Idea is to play rook h6 or rook g6, try to play pawn to g4. White plays knight d3, we play rook h6. White plays b4. He starts his own pawn storm attack on the queen side. His idea is to push c5. We play queen e8. We want to play queen h5, then queen cross h2 checkmate. Now comes c5 and we play queen h5. White plays h3. Look, white has blocked our file. If you want to attack this king, then you must open the lines. And the only way to open the h file is to sacrifice a bishop on the h3 square. But the problem is this knight is blocking the path of the bishop. So what we do? We get rid of this knight. That's it. We simply get rid of this knight. We play knight cross c5. And now if white wants, white can play b cross c5, but white preferred bishop cross c5. And the reason is white knows that we are going to sacrifice a piece here and we are going to attack on the king side. So white is hoping to run away with his king. That's why white vacated the f2 square. And now we play bishop cross h3. We want to open the lines on the king side so that our major pieces can go near the opponent's king. If opponent takes the bishop, then it's easy for us. We play queen cross h3 and in the next move it will be a queen h2 checkmate. So here white decided to play knight f2, cover this square, and white is hoping that there will be no checkmate. We play bishop cross g2. We don't care about the bishop. We want to completely destroy the pawn cover of the opponent's king. And if white plays king cross g2, then queen h2 is a checkmate. So white plays knight to g4. We play queen h1 check, king f2. King is trying to run away from f2, but we are not going to let this happen. We play queen h4 check, again offering this bishop for free. King cross g2, queen g3 is a checkmate. So king goes to g1. And now we just simply save our rook. We play rook h5. Our threat is to go queen g3 and then rook h1 checkmate. So white plays queen e1. White wants to exchange our queen. We simply play queen h3. And white cannot escape from the material loss. This bishop is, white is going to lose this bishop, and this rook is also under attack. So white is lost in this position. So when the center is closed, you look at your pawn chain. If your pawn chain in the center is pointing toward the king side, it means you should play in that direction. You should start pushing your pawns and try to attack there. That's it for this lesson. Let's go to the next one.